Welcome back. You look dashing. Yesterday, February 27, 2009, we had a double whammy. First, President Obama confirmed what we reported on January 17, 2009, the true reason for the Iraq War. And second, Rush Limbaugh was nominated for the Defender of the Constitution Award by the CPAC crowd. Next, I came across an FBI flyer looking for information concerning an apparent extreme right-wing group called the Defender of the Constitution. I'm serious. Let's start with President Obama addressing Marines at Camp LeJeune.
I want to be very clear. We sent our troops to Iraq to do away with Saddam Hussein's regime, and you got the job.
That confirms clearly what was obvious after former Bush Treasury Secretary O'Neill has said for a long time, namely,
from the very beginning there was a conviction that Saddam Hussein was a bad person and that he needed to go.
And after Suskind wrote his book. Or differently worded, Bush didn't like Husseins' mustache and had his speechwriters invent a reason why we should invade Iraq and sacrifice the lives of thousands of our own people and hundreds of thousands of Iraqis. I begin to wonder whether sacrificing our people is the banner ad of Republicans. Rush Limbaugh recently said that he hoped Obama would fail. And Tom DeLay agreed. You remember Tom DeLay? He was the Republican majority leader from 2003 through 2005 when he was indicted on money laundering charges and resigned. The case is still dragging on as we speak thanks to the Bushies' delaying tactics. Though according to Keith Olbermann of MSNBC, North Carolina Governor Mark Sanford said that,
as for Governor Sanford, who recently said, quote, anybody who wants him, meaning President Obama, to fail is an idiot, Limbaugh acknowledged this was directed at him.
You do realize that what these guys wish for is that you lose your job, lose everything else, and become homeless. And you can only hope that soup kitchens have enough to feed you and your children. These are not just Rush Limbaugh's and Tom DeLay's wishes. Apparently the RNC is right behind them. During the CPAC session ending today, in which Michael Steele, RNC's chairman, joked about having goofed over the last 8 years.
Michael Steele, you be the man! You be the man!
That was Michelle Bachmann. Well, during the CPAC session today, Rush Limbaugh will get the Defender of the Constitution Award. I'm not quite sure the Republicans did their homework. If they would have Googled Defender of the Constitution, they would have found an FBI flyer wanting information in what appears to be a right-wing extremist group called Defender of the Constitution. You probably have watched my clip entitled A New NASA Mission, Save the Republicans, in which I expressed my suspicion that Rush Limbaugh is one of the little green men illegally imported from Mars who uses still Martian Sign Language. Well, given his Defender of the Constitution Award, I suspect that the Republicans will now put Rush Limbaugh next to Abe Lincoln on Mount Rushmore. Think I'm kidding? But I have a better idea. A recent poll showed that while only 37% of women like Limbaugh, 56% of men agree with him. Are men dumber than women? Just asking. So rather than putting his likeness on Mount Rushmore, Abe, you can quit rotating in your grave now, please. Given the high male approval rating, how about we send him to Brokeback Mountain? I have even located a house that seems to have been foreclosed and should be available on short notice. Aren't we in luck? Besides, Brokeback Mountain is far enough away so that he can continue talking to Martians. You see, Limbaugh graduated from high school, attended college but dropped out after 2 semesters. After, according to his mother, he failed all tests, including dance classes. Now, how can you fail dance classes? Oh, before I go, Keith Olbermann asked what Limbaugh could do to attract women. A valid question. His 3 marriages ended in divorce or separation. Talking about.
What must Rush Limbaugh do to attract women?
I have an idea. How about we hook him up with eHarmony? Though it may be difficult, given that the majority of women seem to have a problem with him.
37% is a shockingly high percentage.
Oh well, do have a gorgeous weekend. See you.